Wendy Wilkins. Wendy is a comic. She's on a cross-country tour. You can see her material on Sirius XM, and you can see her material right here at AcoustiCafe. Wendy Wilkins.
Thank you. Do you want a music stand? No, I don't need a stand. I got it all in my head here. Hi, oh shit. This always happens when there's like a mixed show. Like I always destroy equipment. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, Pittsburgh. I'm so happy to be here. I'm really happy to be on stage again. I gave up comedy for a real long time because I fell in love and it ruined my act. But then I got divorced, so I came back to it. So yeah. I'm never getting married again, and I don't even think I'm going to have a relationship again. I do know if I do go to date, I got to find a guy who's attracted to a woman who looks like she might own a summer camp. Yeah. The good thing is my ex-husband and I are best friends. We're like really good friends, and it's awesome. And he's got a whole new life, and I'm really happy about it. And I have a great life, and I'll never say a bad word about him, except he was horrible at the sexy talk in the bedroom. Like, he was just god-awful. Like, we were together 13 years, and I'm like, we got to, like, spice it up, okay? So one night I was like, okay, let's pretend I'm a medieval queen. And you're the servant boy who's come into my bedchambers at midnight to ravage me. And he goes, okay, and I haven't showered in a year. No, do you... Just go with what I'm saying, all right? Now you're using your mouth to rip off my undergarments. And he goes, okay. And my teeth are falling out because I have scurvy. No, jeez, get off me, play video games. Jesus Christ. My friends asked me if we broke up because we ran out of stories, because that happens in a relationship. About year 5, you start repeating. And I was like, no, we still had things we hadn't told each other. Like in the 13 years we were together, I never once saw him take a crap. Like, he was stealthy about it. He did it when I was at home or at work or at a restaurant where I couldn't follow him in, all right? Me, I'd hold court in the bathroom. I'd be sitting there talking about where we're going to go to dinner, well, crapping out dinner from the night before. You know, that's just how I roll. The thing I hadn't told him was how many people I had slept with before him, because he had slept with 2, and I had slept with not 2. Not 2, all right? And if I could see people here, I would. Are you guys been together? You guys together? Right there? Yeah? Do you guys know each other's numbers? We know each other. Oh, you're friends. Do you know each other's numbers? Okay. Well, whatever number she has told you, add 5. All right? Whatever number he's told you, add 57. That's how that goes with the dudes. All right? You gotta be careful. Like, my ex-husband was a short guy, and I don't mind short guys. I know there's a real prejudice out there about short guys, but I like short guys. You know why? Because I like to... Yeah, okay, good. All right. I like to be the hero in my own story. That's why I like short guys, all right? You walk down the street, and other guys are like, yes, he got her, you know? Like, I didn't have a problem with it. My girlfriends had a problem with it. They were all like, oh, I don't know if I could date a short guy. I got to feel dainty in a man's arms. I'm like, do you not see me? For me to feel dainty, I got to date Andre the Giant. And he's dead, all right? So I'm going to take that guy. For like a half an hour of our first date, I had a problem with it. And we went to dinner, and the waitress had to come back 3 times because we were talking so much. And when she left, finally took our order, I was like, am I talking too much? He goes, yes, but that's okay. And I went, wait, a man who will tell me the truth and accept me for who I am? I don't care if he's a garden gnome. I'm going with that guy, all right? He had a problem with it when we were getting married because he was like, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to carry you over the threshold. I'm like, buddy, we're a team. I'll carry you, all right? All right, that's how that goes. Lately, people have been telling me I have a mom bod, which fucking sucks because I don't have any kids. What I had was a tumor cyst and a fibroid taken out of me, so my body loves to grow things other than babies. And so, and it left me with a permanent lower gut down here. The kids call it a fuba. It's just, everything's cut. It's like a couple of divorced parents who don't talk to each other. You know, like, that's how that's going down there. And most guys I hook up with do not care. And the ones that do just flip me over. That's how that goes. Yeah, the first thing I was 25, and I had a tumor the size of an uncooked chicken on my right ovary, and it was a breath away from cancer, and they got it out, so I doubled my life, which is great. And the tumor, the name of the tumor is called a teratoma tumor. Anybody heard of that? Here's a theory on that tumor. It's your twin that never developed. Isn't that creepy? Yeah. I half expected when they opened me up to hear, yeah, my name is Melanie, and it's about time. I need friendly stat. I don't know why my tumor is a bitchy 13-year-old, but I love her, you know. You do question your own mortality when you give birth to your own sister daughter. You know, it's a weird fucking thing. And because of the tumor, I now have a scar that runs an inch above my belly button down to my yaha. And now that I'm divorced and I'm hooking up again, I'm a little self-conscious about getting naked in front of someone for the first time. And I'm not going to bring it up at a bar when I'm trying to get laid. So, like, whose ever apartment we end up at, and really I can only pull apartment dick. I can't pull house dick. All right. Like, mobile home dick, sleeping in your car dick, yeah, for me, but not, yeah. So whosever place we end up at, I just let the guy discover it, okay? And so we'll be taking off our clothes, and I'll see him catch it out of the corner of his eye, and he's like, what the fuck happened there, you know? I just go, boating accident. They never ask questions when you say boating accident, okay? No follow-up questions. None. One guy looked at it and he goes, what kind of vagina is that? Free, all right? Jesus Christ. I don't know if you know this, but when they do work in this area in the hospital, they only shave what they need to, okay? My first operation was in 1995, and we weren't as aggressive with the grooming as we are now back then, so I had a bit of a force going on. And then for some odd reason, all the bathrooms in the hospital had full-length mirrors directly across from the toilet. So every time I sat down, it looked like a 30-year-old Amish guy looking back at me. And that's how my puss came to be known as Ezekiel. That's how that goes. Yeah. So I every day, it's a weird thing, but every day I people come up to me, even during the pandemic, people come up to me and go, oh my God, you look familiar. We know each other. And I'm like, no, I just look like your dental assistant. And I should have known I was going to be this way because in high school I got voted most likely to give directions. All right? It means I'm not going to stab you if you ask me a question, right? And then I wasn't the girl that guys called for a booty call in high school, or college, not high school. I was a girl that guys called to help them move a couch, okay? That's just who I am. Like, I just know who I am. Like once I was on an elevator, and the doors opened, and this lady went to walk in, and she stopped and gasped. And I go, are you okay? You having a stroke? She goes, no, you just look like Britney Spears. And I go, in what fucked up R-Chrome world do I look like Britney Spears? I think at best, I look like her third cousin on her mom's side, who once had a promising pro bowling career, you know, now is a junior high guidance counselor. That's as close as Brittany as I get. All I'm saying is I know I'm not hot. I'm not hot. I'm a little bit hot. I'm average hot. All right, I'll explain. I'm not beginning of the night walking into a bar hot, but I'm definitely end of the night walking out of a bar and someone needs a ride hot, all right? Like, I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm not a woman a man will clean his room up for. No. But I am a woman a man will call when his wife goes to Portland. Oh, that's a little too close to home here at Pittsburgh, huh? Yeah. Like, I'm not Saturday night pussy, but I'm definitely Tuesday night after hockey practice pussy, all right? Yeah. I'm like this way because of my dad. My dad was a football coach. It's Pittsburgh. Who else has a football coach dad in the room? Anybody? No? All right. Well, here's the thing. We all know football coaches are very straight to the point, no bullshit, tell it like it is kind of guys. Like, I once overheard my dad talking to a friend of his, and that guy hadn't seen me since I was a little girl. And he was like, oh, my God, Wendy, she must have grown up to be beautiful. How'd she turn out? My dad goes, yeah, She's solid. Like, gee, thanks, Dad. Maybe if you told me I was pretty every once in a while growing up, I might not have sucked so much dick. But I'm really good at it because of you, so thanks. If your buttholes are clenching, I've told that joke in front of my dad, and he high-fived me. All right? Calm the fuck down, okay? My dad raised me to be a football player, which is not that bad. It just came out in weird ways. Like once, I was like 17, my stepmother, she got frustrated with me, tried to hit me, and I grabbed her arm and was like, don't ever try that again. And she goes, wait and see what your father has to say about this when he gets home from work. My dad got home from work and goes, yeah, don't touch her. She'll fucking kill you, all right? I didn't raise any pussies. And then I played a ton of sports, but in junior high, I discovered color guard in marching band. Dan, I know you're paying. I was in color guard. I twirled the rifle in color guard, and I told my dad about it. And he was like, well, you got to pick between color guard or sports. And I picked color guard, and he cried, all right? But then after my first halftime football game show, he came down from the stadium. He gave me a huge hug and told me how proud he was of me, that I made the right decision. It was way harder than any sport I ever played. And he cried again. Pussy. Yeah, like I was a marching band in high school. Being a marching band is like being in a cult in high school. Like it really was. We had this like dynamic, leader, our band director who wore funky pants and stuff, and like every day after school we practiced our fate on the high school parking lot under really hot light with very little rest or water, and when they did give us water we got Kool-Aid, standard cult stuff. And then every Friday we had to sacrifice our soul to go cheer on the football team. And then but every Saturday we got on band buses and drove all across upstate New York to spread the gospel of John Philip Sousa, where we performed our ritual dance under bright lights, and at the end we sacrificed a virgin. His name was Wayne. He was a tuba player. But our reward for our hard work that week was those long bus rides back on darkened school buses where we got to practice titty twisting and hand jobs and fingering and wrong holery, that kind of standard, yeah. That's what happened on my band bus. I don't know if you guys know, but you can letter, they consider marching band a sport. So I got to letter in marching band for high school. And it was great. It was like, who knew you could letter in hooking up? We spent more time in each other's pants than we did our uniform. It was great. But it was because we had unfettered access to the opposite sex or the same sex, however it floated, on the buses. And we were able to explore each other's bodies. We could do everything but intercourse, which is good. It kept me from getting knocked up in high school, thank God. But like I was able to like really understand who I was as a sexual being by the time I graduated at 17 than some football players who at 50 still do not know how to make a woman come. I'm like, guess you should have been in band, dummy. Would have helped you a lot more in life than you're right now. So, I'm originally from upstate New York, and like I said, I just went there. It was fun. Upstate New York's fun. It's probably similar to here, where many of us don't go. If you don't live in town, you come back, and you come back for like weddings or funerals or reunions, or if your cousin is on trial for murder again. I don't know if anybody has a similar situation. This is how I know I'm in upstate New York. All the diners, they have healthy sections on the menu. Just under the healthy section, there's fried fish. All right, and then all lettuce is iceberg lettuce. And if you're lactose intolerant, you're homosexual. 100%, well, 2%, but guys know what I'm talking about. This is how you know a guy from upstate New York thinks you're classy, is when he's eating you out, he turns his baseball hat backwards. I'll look you in the eye, you're special. I grew up a tomboy, mainly because my mom was a tomboy, so much so that people thought she was a lesbian, and she wasn't. She just had no game, and she didn't help herself much. She wore sweats every day. She worked manufacturing. She drove a muscle car. She coached and played softball. She smoked a cigarette called Viceroy, Anybody remember that goddamn cigarette? I knew no one but my mother who smoked it. It was a cigarette they gave to soldiers during World War II for free. I mean, this is like, I know when she died, the home office got the notice and we're like, shut it down in upstate. We killed our last one, you know. Like, my mom liked dick. She just didn't know how to get it, you know. But here's the irony. She birthed a daughter who has only known how to get dick. I can't get anybody to fall in love with me, but I can get dick, right? So, and I miss my mom. She's been gone 23 years, and I like to honor her as much as I can. So, whenever I go down on a dick, I go, this one's for you, Mom. And this one's for you, Mom. And this, it's a lot of dicks, that's all I'm saying. So, I'll wrap it up here. Being single in my 50s, I'm 52, I'm mainly hooking up with 25 to 33-year-olds. I'm not going after them. They're coming after me. Thank you, porn, for doing that. Like, recently, I hooked up with somebody who was born the year I graduated high school. Yeah. Give it up for class of 1987, all right? Technically, I could be his mom, but he did all the spanking. Here's the thing. I've already gone through menopause, and I have to be careful because it screws with your hormones, and I like to get my hair pulled during sex. But one good yank, and I could go bald, you know? Oh, my God. Does Wendy have cancer? No, she has fuckboys. All right, thank you guys very much. You've been awesome. I really dig this. This is really great. Acoustic Cafe. Thank you, Jesse, for having me. Thank you. Come on, baby. I'm not touching anything because I'm going to break it.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Wendy Wilkins.